Well, I was performing as a drag artist and DJ in a club in Belfast called the Kremlin, which is kind of legendary, really, in Ireland. But really, through my performances and persona that I created, there was a guy there. I was just a regular in the club who used to act as an agent for me. Never got me any work apart from Game of Thrones. Well, I mean, that's maybe all he needed ever to get me. But he set me up for these like small auditions here and there, and one of them happened to be for Hot Fuzz, which is like quite a well-known Simon Pegg movie. And I did it absolutely, as you'll see in the book, quite a horrendous job of the audition. Um, and just not knowing how to audition, because even as a new actor, not only you learn how to audition, you have to learn how to be in this whole new world. Auditioning is it's a skill. I had to learn that separately, and I don't think I'm there yet. It's just like an intense job interview, you know. So I did this terrible job on Hot Fuzz, and I went away and thought that's the last I'm going to hear about that, and it was for 5 years. And one day I was on the way down to meet my friend for lunch, and the phone went, and it was him, and he said, "Right, I need you to meet me at this place. There's a we had a callback from Nina Gold, who was the casting director." I said, "My God, that was 5 years ago." Um, there's a new production coming to Belfast, and they're very interested in you for the role. She can't think about anybody else for this role. It just seems to be for you, but they still want to see you go on tape. So I, well, the guy Connor, his he found a birthday party with a small child who masqueraded as Isaac's part, and I had to sort of demonstrate my physicality, my ability to react with different emotions and respond in different ways, all at the same time being surrounded by a group of 40-year-old adults. In the background, it's on the internet, which I'm absolutely horrified to tell you. I mean, you can't escape these days, my friend. You can, if you put something out there, you got. But you know what? It got me to where I am today. So it can't have been that terrible. And I remember walking on the set the first day. Well, I'd already realized by looking at the costumes and the props. And, I've sort of worked in this industry for a while without being an actor. I've sort of been in the entertainment business for a while. I've seen props and I've never seen anything like this. And still, I just saw, I'm here for a heritage auction at the minute. They're selling off all the stuff. And I saw it all again last night and it reminded me. Um, these props aren't props, they're real. They're like these are real swords, real leather work, real artisans have been used. Like the castles were made from real stone. There was real shit on the floor. It's like immensely easy to like push yourself into this universe because it's real and it smells real. And I was tired. Everyone's tired. You're wearing these heavy costumes, so you're trudging about the place. My God, you're really trudging. You don't really have to put that on. Um, but I think that's the difference. I think we all suffered a bit for that show, and by God, it was worth it. You know, it's just the gravitas I feel in Game of Thrones. Even people who don't like it, they have to admit it. There's a strange gravitas to Game of Thrones, which I think is absent from everything else that's tried to copy of it. That's my opinion anyway. I don't know if you agree, but there's just a secret sauce in there. Like even on set over the years, like after about season four, there were people like standing at the gates of the set. There were people flying drones over helicopters trying to get shots of us, just to get a spoiler. I don't know if that's ever happened in a show before. I don't know if not as much. It was every day. Every day there'd be something. It's just not. It's stressful acting. People don't realize how stressful it is. Like I've had regular jobs, really some shitty regular jobs, so I feel that I'm qualified to say that it is a hard job. Well, it's physically hard, not just for me. Like if you look at a lot of, especially with sci-fi actors, I go to a lot of comic cons. A lot of them, their bodies are kind of broken from all like the standing around for like literal hours and wearing heavy costumes, holding yourself in horrible positions and stuff. You all end up in pretty bad shape because that's just the name of the game, really. It's physically hard, it's mentally hard, and it's very repetitive and it's boring. But the end product is worth it. And getting to express yourself and the immense privilege you have to get your art out there, it's worth it. And having, yeah, just that little group. when you're relaxed with people and you've been spending a lot of time with them, it's just easy to give your best work and not be self-conscious. No, I wouldn't say I did a lot of prep because I don't think that's who Hodor was. He's quite reactionary, to what's happening around him. So I had to really learn to jump deeply in, really be deep, um, and to really stop thinking as Kristian. That was very important because we're very different people. But also, I was really lucky to have like some of the most talented British and from all over the world actors to learn from. And I soon realized that I would be stupid not to be like treating this almost like a class. I was just watching and I learned so much from like Ron Donaghy, from Donald Sumter, from Sean Bean. Just watching these people, it's a privilege to watch them do their craft. And I'm not stupid. I can do things. So I learned from them, you know. So I had a really, really lucky, like almost like a mastercraft or a masterclass in acting. I think we've been fortunate with like House of the Dragon and it talks of prequels and sequels. It kind of keeps it in people's brain. Um, so we've been very lucky in that regard. It feels different to like Star Trek, the likes of that. Obviously they've got massive retro appeal, but to me, Game of Thrones still doesn't feel retro. It still feels current. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it is just me. Actually, I know it's not just me. I just met thousands of people who tell me it's not. So I'm hoping that and sharing that my hijinks, for want of a better word, that'll maybe help somebody else realize that everyone goes through this stuff. I hope it reaches people that can help. Um, I hope it reaches people who disagree with things I say, and maybe makes them not change their mind, but makes them slightly more compassionate towards people who are different. And that includes people who are on my side of the fence also. Um, I'm very about communication, and I would like people to communicate, um, while still being true to themselves. So I think that's what we're searching for at the minute. I think subliminally maybe I think that's what humanity is searching for. We're trying to find a middle path, and it's really hard. It's really hard, but I hope we get there. And if this helps one person get into a more compassionate state of mind about somebody who's different than them, I'll be very happy.